Good. How did that feel?
Like I'm thinking too much,
But that last part, did that feel like it arrived? That felt like it closed.
yes, it felt like it closed.
Okay.
But I was taking a lot to close it.
Start without lock. Just do your toe lock. Try and create the same sensation. Nice. Nice. Now, if you take away your arms, what would you do? You want to be able to create the sensation. But you can feel the momentum. Put it down. I'm not locking in. Try that.
Do I? I'm still at a point where like I'm trying to
Still incorporate the bounce, right?
incorporate that.
Do it.
So do
Don't
I
be
just
like
keep
me.
that, or do I like?
You could segment it, is what I would suggest. If there's certain tone blocks that you think you lead into it, right? Example, polar opposites, right? Versus right, but like activate it versus turn it on. That's what I would say. That's how I used to train it. But I would really try, and there was a point where I gave up, but like try and that groove is the hardest part of it.
Yeah.
But it makes it really good. That's why Cry is so saucy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one in life does it. Like everybody has their own steez. That's Cry's steez. And nobody touches that.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm a.
If I could do it, I would do it, but I'm ass. I gave up, but don't be like me. If you can figure it out, do it. Uh-huh. Ooh. Ah. Uh-huh. Woo! Ah. Nice. Now think about. Actually, no, we're not going there yet. I want you to do it pure before you start doing the.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Thank you. My mind feels fucked right now.
Try and create the same sensations without moving from the spot. That's hard. You can use your arms again. That was ass. Yeah, my lockets are actually so ass. What the? They used to be so good.
Hey, buddy, you haven't done it in a while.
And use stuff that you already know, right? Like tick, 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 tick. Right? You can use your Indian steps, you can use your rocks.
Okay,
land.
well, I gotta allow with that on my own, but because the feeling's like if I do breaking steps, it takes me like out of thinking mode completely.
But that's why when you figured out how to, like for me, this is. You gotta use what you know.
Yeah.
We can't reinvent the wheel.
Yeah. Observation when I felt like what I just did.
Yeah.
I felt like my intention was off. When I should have like let it just die, like I kept like bringing it back up towards like up, and then it wasn't quite like to a lock-in energy, but it was just like I threw it and then it went to the middle, and I didn't like that.
You throw it and you don't like it, you can always fake out.
I did that
Now-
once, but yes.
Actually, I take back what I just said. Be better than me.
Okay.
I used to use fake outs as like cop outs. Fake outs should be intentional.
Yeah.
So, never mind. I rescind what I said. Stay with stay with what you just did.
Okay.
Since you know the difference between knowing what it feels like versus not, always strive for. But if you're not gonna make it,
Clarity.
yeah, then don't try and force it, right? But that's why, like, and this is like a groove that I got from Fry. So, like when it goes.
That feels like a cheat code.
It is, but it's like. What most people don't understand is that for light feet, at least the cheat code for me, you need to listen to the music in aids. Otherwise, you're not going to start at the right time in the music to hit key phrases. Like that feel full. Because like you can hit phrases, but you'll end up locking it like in the middle of like a musical phrase, which is like shit.
Yeah.
Unless if you have enough control to realize that it's in the music middle of the phrase, a lot of people who do like will fake out, but like not many people have that maturity.
Yeah.
I even saw people like who grew up with this like lock in the middle of like musical phrases, and I'm like, it's not wrong, but it doesn't feel like it hits as hard if it's not with music.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's definitely a lot of psychology to that.
Yeah. But you know how we talk about interruption? Like our section? That's really important. Like Paul and I, that's like half of our goal. It's like interrupt something that like everybody knows, but do something that they don't expect. So it's like if I go tick 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 tick. That's just interruption of a tone. But that creates a phrase, right? There's the build-up.
Yeah.
Or like if I do like bad ones, tick 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 tick. Remember that your groove is here, right? Now the arts, according to when I was learning with Mr. Jones, I like his way of approaching bad one too. But like, of course, Pride will always be like my framework. But like, Jones is just here and here and here, here and 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 here, right? But Pride his is really just. It's like a bounce and a rock. And these are your singles. Like when you're tick, 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 and double, and double, and double. And you start walking, right? Tick, 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 and variations. Tick, 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 and tick, 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 tick. This is called the with light feet. This is called the Joe Smooth, after a guy who's pretty famous, right? His name is Joe Smooth, and he's like known for like bad one was his thing. Then you have the good one, which is. Why do you think I do that shit in my locker, bro? It's the good one. All right, okay. In addition to it, it's like. Some shit like that.
That's so stupid.
But it's awesome. I love it. So, yeah, the good one. I saw Jones pull it out. I was like, holy shit, this is real. Or like, cry. I don't do this right. He was inspired by Crump people, and he told me, he's like, I didn't know Crump, but this is me. What my takeaway from Crump was trying to bring it into life feed. This is called the Buckhorn. I don't do it right, but it's the Buckhorn. That's definitely everybody gives Cry credit for Buckhorn. It's like, and Cry does it with a special steez also. I can't replicate it. I don't know many people that can replicate the Buckhorn. Like the way that Cry does it is crazy. Actually, unique steez. And then he'll do like this like body roll, like he'll be like tick 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 tick, and then he'll pull that shit out. I'm like, oh. But since you have a framework, right? If your goal is to bring it back, my goal was always to bring it back to Lockhorn. Like, because Cry and the Bombs always encouraged that. They were like, you need to understand how the two are connected so that you can bring it together, like, in the best way. Like, if that's a different goal than you, then you don't have to, but, like, I think it's really helpful to think of it in the same framework.
Yeah.
Because everything's very, even if they're not the same, they have very close parallels.
Yeah. I do like how light feet framework and braking framework, they pair really nicely in a battle setting. Like going top down and like braking and into power is like, that's like naturally like the momentum building of like life feet.
Yeah.
And if I could just like internalize that well, then I'm good. I'll be happy.
Yeah.
I don't even need to do my locking, but I feel like I need to like pair it where it makes sense right now.
Yeah, do it. If it doesn't make sense for the locking stuff yet, don't bring it in. Because like, I mean, and this is where E-Solo challenged me. It was like, there's a difference between doing two styles next to each other. There's this difference between doing a sandwich, right? One style, and another style. And there's a difference. The third one is mastery, doing it simultaneously, right? For him, in order to master a light lock, a true light lock, you have to be like, here. And like being able to do simultaneous toe flops while you're doing like locking fundamentals, right? Or like it should be very obvious the two foundations that you're doing, which in and of itself is just an isolation exercise, right? But for him, he even was saying like, what's the groove of locking? Unfortunately, for Glenn, the groove of locking is here. It's very similar to the groove in between them, right? Yeah. So to differentiate between the two would be wrong. So just by virtue of doing, you're actually doing locking already, but right? All I'm doing is making the blend more like obvious. Yeah. And that's why you'll see me do like my rev ups while I'm doing like a scoop bot, because I'm like, that's light lock truly. Because I'm doing the top half of a scoop bot with my bottom being my rev ups. Or this would be a weird one. If I'm Scooby walk, walleye, bad one. This is a light lock combination. But when I was labbing it, I was like, you have to do combinations that make sense for people, where they get it. Because like that one, it's like, dude, he's just doing whack ass like keeping time. Like, but I'm like, no. Someone who knows will know that this is the bad one, right? Yeah. then I'm mixing like dark or bad one into my screamy one. Most people won't know that.
Yeah, I feel like if you do it confidently enough, like, it won't matter.
Oh yeah, I mean, true. But you want to get credit where credit is due. Because you lab that shit and like, it looks easier than it actually is. Because you make it look so good, people are like, oh, that shit's easy. But then when they try it, they're like, oh fuck, that's hard. They're like, but you want to get credit for what you're doing.
Yeah.
Or like, if I were to do the same thing, this is harder. If I do Mosquito Rabbit into a Scooby-Doo, while I'm doing my bad one, that would be crazy. Or if I'm using tone wop arms and timing, and I'm doing blocking and flipping, right? Oh! If you do, yeah. You gave me an idea, like if you do your stop and goes while you're tone wopping on the top. That's hard. Right, but that's where my mind goes with like very literal math. Right?
It's funny.
But that's like, the technique becomes the framework for how you focus the math.
Yeah.
So I'm taking two very concrete things,
Okay.
like bad one and like stop and goes, right? What would I be able to do? Yeah, I don't know if I can even, I haven't labbed this, right? Tick, this is your stop and go. Tick, 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 tick. Not that bad. Ha, 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 ha. I don't know, some weird shit. But it gives you new shit to like create. Because that's definitely never been done before. Like people know these things separately, they never think of them in the same context. But it can't be too literal either, right? Like we said. Because like if I do my half splits down into a lock, that's already been done before. Even though they're both used in light feet and lock. You have to think of things that nobody's used. Like, if I did what I did earlier, but I'm doing the which way and I'm doing my tone wop timing.
You face something new.
Yeah, it's new. But just because it's new doesn't mean it has value either.
Everything has value.
Everything has value, but you have to polish it before it becomes presentable.
Yeah.
You have to master it. That's where my headspace goes when I lab. Like when I really am like taking stuff that's been done, you let yourself go, but at first you have to have structure. But chaos is good too. You need chaos. Because sometimes you discover things in chaos you never discover in structure. Like, Noah told me, he's like, dude, did you notice whenever you told up, you always go like, and I was like, no. He was like, yeah, that's your thing. And I'm like, okay. I don't think I created that, but like, yeah, I'll do it. You want a different song or you want to stay here? Because the flip side is you need to be able to do all this in funk too.